Hello all! Today I'm out walking with my dog, and when I'm walking I'm most often also listening to something, and that something is in most cases a podcast. Today I wanted to make a video about podcasting and why I think podcasting is a very good format for anyone who wants to learn to produce or make educational digital content. I've made podcasts for my courses for the past 10 years, and podcast was the first format that I started to master when I got interested in creating pedagogical content. There are many reasons why I really recommend that if you are starting to get an interest in producing educational content, you should start off with making podcasts. And the first reason is that podcasting is actually quite similar to video making, with the difference that it's a whole lot easier because you only have one layer of content to think about, and that layer is obviously audio or sound. Podcasting is easy to learn. All you really need is your computer and a decent microphone. Just by looking at some tutorials online how you can tweak your audio, you can really get professional sounding quality quite easily. And when you add a layer of music in the beginning and in the end of your podcast, it really sounds like professional production. So it has been very fun to do podcasts because you don't need much to make it sound really good. And one of the last reasons I want to mention in this video about why I enjoy podcasts and why I really recommend podcasts for anybody who is creating digital educational content is that if you have done lectures, it's a very short steps to update them into podcasts. A lecture or a good lecture has pretty much the same format, or I suppose should have pretty much the same format as a good podcast. You need a start or an introduction. You need some kind of a intriguing and interesting story, and you need an ending. And the fact is that if you're a good lecturer, you probably are a very good podcast maker, and vice versa. When creating podcasts, that has really much developed also my skills in providing regular in-class lectures. I've become a much better public speaker when I've started to master the art of creating podcasts. But I guess that's all I wanted to say about why I strongly recommend anyone wanting to learn how to make digital educational content to start off with making podcasts. Podcasts are easy to learn, they are fun to do, you only need to master one dimension. It's a good starting point for creating videos. But hey, that's all for now. Have a nice day, have nice walks, and I see you soon again.